Good morning, everybody. This morning, mic check. I'm going to do a mic check. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay, and I'm not in a tunnel or whatever. Like sometimes I am. Good morning, Isabel. So we got the old rowdy crew here today. Even Jameson came on today for a second, it looks like. So let me know if if the volume is okay. It should be okay, but you know when I think it is, it's not. So hopefully it's okay and we're ready to go. I will be doing a pre-recorded video today, so you will be seeing my lovely face. I will be doing a live later, and I'll come on in my live. But, what the hell's wrong with it? Okay, let me fix it. Let me know if that's better. It's terrible. Okay. I can always put it on my MacBook speaker, so it's better. Okay. It's a brand new mic, and we even went and bought brand new cords for it. We went and spent $100 on cords, and the mic itself's only like $200. So we rewired it, but then I came on and I did it like I took the wires off and put my old wires on, and it worked fine for everybody. So it's like, what the heck? So then we thought, well, maybe it was internet. So then I hardwired my internet, and that means no Wi-Fi. That means you're strictly straight to the internet. You're good to go. So then it was still messing up. So then what else did we do? We did something else. It was just like, wow. But okay, sorry. Yeah, I might be yelling. Thanks, Betsy. Thank you, Betsy. I am kind of yelling. But yeah, so it was like one thing after another with this little microphone. So I'm hoping to get a new one and just not even mess with this one. I thought that I went for aesthetic reasons instead of like being practical. I liked the way this one looked, and I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have went for one that was a little better. Oh, thank you. I love the orange hearts. They're so cute. I had orange, I think, the other day on mine. Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, because if not, I will just hook it up to my MacBook. So what we think it is what we think. I think that it's just StreamYard. I need to write StreamYard because we have so many problems. And I don't like use the free service. I buy it for like $30 or $40 a month. So it shouldn't have any problems. You know what I'm saying? But I still be having them problems sometimes. Oh, your daughter's cancer color. Okay, well, what kind of cancer does she have? I'm sorry, I don't know that color. Orange. And I should have Googled that really fast, but I figured I would ask you because that's more personal than me just trying to Google that and pretend like I knew. Oh, leukemia. Oh, I bet you she's a fighter. Oh, that's so terrible. Kids should never have cancer. Kids should never have anything, nothing. There should be nothing wrong with children. But I also feel the way about adults. I'm going to have to look into that. She's in remission. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, I bet you. How old is she? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just asking all kinds of questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want. I know how YouTube is. Like, people be crazy on YouTube. And I do have my little banner there for my boutique. I need to change my little banner. We'll change it to this one. Oh, that's exciting that she's 30. Oh, she's still your baby, though. She's still your baby. I lost my mom at 30. It is hard. 30 is a hard age. I feel like. Well, good for her. I'm glad that she beat cancer's ass because my grandmother had cancer. She had breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, and I believe it ended up maybe going and spreading to her liver at some point, and that's how she ended up passing away. Then my aunt on my father's side, which was, his mother had cancer, and then my aunt also had breast cancer, but she beat it. They both beat it. So I'm just like, I hope I don't get anything like that, but it's in the family. So yeah, I hope everyone stays. Me too, Isabel. Isabel says, hope she stays healthy and you all have a great Christmas. And I hope everybody stays healthy and has a great Christmas. Oh yeah, my mom was my best friend too. That woman was, she was a nut. And it makes me smile every time I talk about her. It makes me smile because I was telling you guys last night, my mom would have loved if I would have had a YouTube channel when she was around. She would have loved this so much. She would have been like, you can get that many people to listen to you talk. She would just want to talk to you guys. She would. She lost my dad when she was, I don't know how old she was. I was 22. So, thank you. And so she lost my father. And then, it was kind of just me and her. My brother's married. He has 5 kids. So he's kind of, he does his thing. He's got 5 kids. And so it was like kind of, it was kind of up to me. I had to kind of stick around for my mom because if I didn't do it, who was going to do it? And heaven forbid, I would never do that to my mama. And then she just got crazier and crazier with age, like funnier and funnier, and wittier. And we just had the best of times. Negative for flu, positive for the one that starts with C and ends with D. Oh yeah, Leslie, how are you feeling? Leslie's got, the C word. So do you have to quarantine? Man. I haven't tasted it. I was talking to you earlier about it, but I haven't, with all the surgeries I've had on my face, I haven't been able to taste food right and for 9 years. She would have been a YouTube star, Isabel. I didn't see that at the top there. She would have been, she was so funny. She was so funny. She could have just had you guys laughing for just hours on end about just anything. But I don't know how she would have reacted with COVID and things like that. Which I said the word. I don't know. Are we supposed to say that anymore? My dog's out there barking up a storm. Hold on one second. Oh, never mind. She stopped. Apparently she just had something to say. Yeah, how are you doing, Leslie? Before we get started, I want to see how you're doing. That was Mia. Well, hopefully you're feeling, she says, I'm feeling better today. I got a doctor's excuse for the entire week. Christmas vacation starts Thursday anyway. My boyfriend, he takes his vacation at the end of the year also. He takes a week or something in the summertime. I believe it's like around, it's probably actually when we go to LA. I never thought about that. I just thought he just didn't go to work. That's so bad that I just thought he just didn't go to work. But no, he takes it in August, September, and then he takes it in the beginning of the year. Yeah. Oh no, Leslie, what will Santa do? Where will he leave your presents if you're on the good list? Yeah, he's not going to want to come in your house. Is there like a designated COVID Santa? Has anyone had to deal with this with their children? Like, what if your child had I don't want to laugh, but it's kind of funny, but it's not. If you had to do like a COVID Santa, like Johnny, it's okay, little Johnny. Santa's still coming. It's COVID Santa. He's got a special suit. Oh man, when I worked at the mall, they redid the whole mall for Santa. Like when he came back, like from like COVID to, we left for a while and then we came back. Because well, in Ohio, we were out of work for 2 months almost. It was insane. I know that other places was probably even like shut down even more than that. But it was 2 months here. So Leslie, did you say you worked in like a factory? I don't know why I think that. Did you say you did that reconstructive, Leslie? That you work like in a factory type of work? I don't know why I thought that. Or are you? I feel like that or a male person. I don't know why I'm thinking. I don't think you're a male person. That would be. Oh my gosh, that'd be a fun job though. Delivering the mail, I would love to do that if I had like the strength and energy. Because I love to talk to people. But you don't have to talk for very long. You know what I mean? You get to meet all these new people and you get to chit chat and then you have like an excuse to kind of like dip too because gotta go deliver my mail. Factory, okay. Man, my memory is pretty decent because after my accident, it was not. It was really, really bad. Oh, you make military uniforms. That is awesome. Okay, so there's these bags. They're called Myra bags. I want to say it's Maya, Myra, no, Mayra, Marya, something like that, Myra bags, but they're made out of old military uniforms. They're really cool bags. They sell them in like boutiques and stuff. My boutique, I don't have them there, but they're pretty expensive. I personally don't like the way they look. Like, I like the canvas part, the military part, but the front of it, a lot of time will have like fur or it'll have like cowhide or some sort of a print. And I'm not really a print person. I'm like, I mean, you'll even see, oh my gosh, all of my pictures I have for over like for my avatar, you'll even see like, look, there's my other outfit. Just solid. I'm a solid girl. We'll put this one on there. Like all of my stuff's solid. I really don't wear a lot of print. That's kind of crazy. Let's see here. Have I said hi to everybody? I feel like we have got a good group of people in here today. I just figured I'd come on and just talk a little about the cases that are going on. And then also, let me go ahead and start at the beginnings because I never start at the beginning. Do you ever notice that? Sometimes I'll come in and I'll be on it and I'm like, okay, everybody like the video, subscribe, and then half the time I come in, I'm like, hey everyone, because then I get excited to see y'all. But yeah, if you guys could like the video, subscribe, join the membership. I'm gonna actually put that in the comments really quick. If I can think of what I'm doing. Yeah, I missed you guys when I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't sick. I just was switching medications. And I knew when I switched medications, I would be feeling under the weather. Whenever I have to switch something, my body just always is like that. It just doesn't like it. And so I just was really under the weather for a couple of days. So I am going to put it on subscriber only mode, but any duration, just for the fact that, I'm going to be flipping back and forth on the pages. And then let me see if I can find it. That way, if you want to join the membership, I did just actually post something in the membership tab a minute ago, and I'm going to start posting. I'm going to try to start posting at least 5 times a week over there, whether it's just like pictures or whatever. Like it's going to be like mostly like pictures and things like that. And there's that's if you want to become a member. So I just put that in the comments too. Hi, Simply Updated. Hey, guys. Should always be subscribers only. Yeah, I always usually do that, Betsy, and I forgot. It's a good idea to do that just because then like bots won't come in as fast. I haven't had any problems with them, but you never know. Oh, little girl was just a barking today. Hi, Melanie. I didn't see your little hello up there. Oh, good morning. I like your little smiley face. I'm always on the computer, so it's hard to do emoji sometimes because it's like, I don't know. If you have a MacBook, you understand. It's not, I'm faster on my phone. Look at that. Everyone is in here. Good morning. We got a good group in here today. That is awesome. I just pulled up some videos and stuff and I figured we'd go through them. I didn't know if anybody had any other news. What else do I have on my paper? Oh, I did hear about the little girl, Madeline. I know I'm going to say her last name wrong, Koljakari. I'm going to do a timeline video on that case today. So that'll be up sometime today. I'm going to do that. I just learned about it last night because I didn't, unfortunately, when I wasn't feeling good, I didn't watch any YouTube at all. Zero. I didn't even watch TV. Leslie, you wear blues and or black, grays, and blues a lot. Okay, most women, and I'm wearing gray in this, and a lot of times in the wintertime, it seems like I wear gray and black a lot more. But I am a browns and a cream girl till I die. I love those kind of colors. I used to get made fun of all the time in my boutique, not my boutique I own now, but the boutique I managed, because we didn't have to do a certain floor plan. You had your own. You can do whatever you wanted with your walls and put whatever clothes up. And, it was just, I love that about it. And everyone would make fun of me because I worked in a curvy boutique where most of my women like to wear black or like darker colors, because they say it's like more slimming, more flattering. And so there I would be with all these browns on the walls and they'd be like, there's Tanya. And they would laugh. They thought it was cute, but they bought it from me anyway. They thought the browns were cute. I know I'm all about black though in the winter. For some reason, I do wear a lot more black. And I think it's because I wear a lot of like t-shirts. Like I wear like a lot of Ohio t-shirts, it seems like, especially if I'm just at home lounging around. Like right now, that's what I'm wearing, an Ohio t-shirt. I love Ohio. I'm going to put like in the description that we talked for 17 or 20 minutes because someone's going to yell at me and be like, you guys didn't do anything but talk. What they're barking at. We have like it's like a dentist office or something behind us, but you can't even really see it through the trees. So I don't know what she's out there barking about. But if she keeps doing it, I'm just going to go out there and close the blinds on her. She's probably mad too because I hid the cat food from her. Leslie, reconstructive Leslie said, I used to work as a department manager, clothing department for Fred's Dollar Stores. Aw. Sarah Sunshine, I'm going to do a video later and I'm going to come on live and let you guys see me. I don't have my camera up right now. I need to, it's a good camera. I just bought it and then I haven't even used it really, but I'm going to use it today because it's really good. I love that camera. We went ahead and opened up all of our Christmas presents. So I got that one early because my camera was messing up one day. We've just had the worst luck sometimes. Hi, Mystic Werewolf. I saw you and in my head, I said hi and I don't think it came out of my mouth. So has anybody heard anything new? I haven't heard anything new today, but I haven't seen some of the stuff that's been going on with the Idaho Four. So I figured I'd come on and just talk about it a little bit and talk to you guys for a little bit. And then see what I could see. I don't know if I think you guys all saw the live last night. I'm not sure if you guys did or not. Have you heard of the, so Inman or Inman, whatever that guy's name is, Harsh. I don't want to call him Mr. Harsh because that sounds like Harsh Reality and that's too close. So we'll call him Inman. I think that's his name, Inman. Okay. So Inman is the gentleman that came forward that said, first he said that there was like no, first said he heard a scream. And then he made up a, Facebook profile, I can't think of what they're even called now. What is it called? Like away message or whatever. I never get on Facebook anymore. And said that there was a scream, but first there was no scream and then there was a scream and then he took the scream out or vice versa. I didn't really look into the guy that much because I personally think he's just in it for clout. But now he's all of a sudden got like a YouTube page. Like he went on Banfield or one of the, not Banfield, like Law and Crime or one of those channels. It's the pretty girl with the dark hair. I can't think of her name. But he did go on a couple, different news outlets. And all of a sudden, he did hear this scream. And I'm just wondering who this cat is. Because then I saw the chef neighbor. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's like his whole story. I don't know his whole story. I don't get it. I've worked in the restaurant industry. My mom worked in it for 20 years. I worked in it for 10 years. When you come home after working like a late shift or like a shift, you are usually up 30 minutes to an hour tops, and then you're out. Like you're high off of that night still, like you're going at it. You're like, yeah, like, because you're used to talking to people and like slinging food and this and that. But he's like, said that he went home and he played like an instrument until 4 a.m. And then at 4 a.m. he heard it. I'm just like, Oh, let me see. Okay. I sent you a video where Maddie, Kaylee, and Hooded Guy were walking from Corner Club as someone's security camera picked it up on the audio. It's eye-opening. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we watched that yesterday and I saw that you sent me that. Actually, I think I saw that today and I have it up here too. So on that one, what I was thinking, yeah, after a month, like that's what I was thinking. After a month, why did you come along after a month? All of a sudden you're here. And not only are you here, but you have a YouTube page now. Like he's just, I wonder, that's what I heard anyway. Let's see if we can bring it up. I mean, shoot. I didn't even try to bring it up. So let's see if he's got it. And then if he does, let's see. Well, I don't see it. So maybe he doesn't have one yet. Or maybe he did and he took it down. I'm behind on things too, I feel like. But you know what, Leslie? I feel like we get so much stuff done in our lives that people are catching up with us sometimes. The other day, what was it? You guys had already said something. We had already talked about something like the glove. You guys had already sent me that 2 weeks ago. And they were just now talking about it like a couple days ago. And I was like, guys, you guys sent me this stuff forever ago. Like you guys are on it. Like if I don't see it, I know you guys will see it for me. Full faith. Yeah, but who knows? Yeah, you're right. Anything after a hard shift, oh yeah, people that work in the restaurant industry also, more power to y'all. Y'all are the best. You are the bee's knees. You make the world go round because that's one gig I will never, ever, ever, ever go back to. I couldn't. I mean, it's just so taxing. And two of the girls, I mean, was it Kaylee and Xana that worked at the restaurant? I think it might have been this one I think this one was the one that you emailed. I think it was the one where they're walking down the street with the guy, Jack. So yeah, and that video. Also, if you're just now joining, if you could please like the video. If you'd love to subscribe, we would love to have you. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat or let us know what you think about this case. I had something wrote down. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to see what I had wrote down, but I have it you should see my little desk. I got post-it notes everywhere. So yeah, so Kaylee and Maddie are in that video, and Kaylee said, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And Maddie said, I told him everything. And I think, yeah, a hoodie guy wasn't a stalker. I feel terrible accusing him before. I guess I accused him too. I think we all kind of had our thoughts about him because, I mean, he was a little strange. It was a little strange how everything at the end happened. We all saw it the first time we watched the video on my channel. We all saw him go right. We all saw him go away from the girls. So the only thing that we could think in our head before the car was brought into the whole subject, when it was just the girls were going around the left, going around that corner, I thought maybe, and I said it because that's what I said. I said maybe they were actually parked to the right, but they went to the left and then went around to the right to get to their car. But this was before that private driver had, taken them home. Oh, Debbie says CDT just posted a new allegedly statement where 3 are caught on camera walking from Corner Club. They're going to get you for this, Maddie. This is new. Wow. I haven't seen that. She just now posted it? Is she doing a live? Oh, no. Okay. I don't think she will care if I play it. I'm going to play it. I don't think she'll mind. And I'm going to put her, let me see, actually, let me do this. Oops. That way it goes to the video. I'm going to put this in the comments. This is going to be the link to her video. Yeah, I see it. And then I'm going to play it for you. That way, if you guys want to rewatch it again, and then we'll watch it right now. So let me share the screen with you. I have so many tabs open. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to play it a couple times, but I'm going to turn it down so it's not blasting in your ears at first.
How did you turn it up? I told her.
Two girls having a good time talking about, asking about their bartender and just being girls on their way to the grub truck.
It does. It sounds like he does sound. I had to hear it a few times, but it does sound like he says they're going to get you for this, Maddie. But then he says something after that, but I can't hear it. And I didn't even know what he was going to say. I just was like I didn't read the top of it. I could just hear it. But I don't know what he said after that, because it sounds like it got muffled. Like, I think that he had moved his arm and that maybe had muffled his his speech when he had moved his sleeve up. Exactly. Yeah. What is puzzling, Nellie B said, is Ellie must know this hoodie guy wanted to have told him, what he knows. You would think that he would tell him that. I think that he was kind of protecting them, I guess, in a way. And they were probably tired, and they were probably like, man, we don't want to have to deal with him once we get home. Do you know what I mean? So they were probably like, let's just go. Just like girls being girls. And he was probably just really trying to help. I think that, and that's what I've been saying to you guys. Don't let me get murdered and my name get thrown out on YouTube, because I don't want my brother's cousin's sister's friend from 14 years ago to be scrutinized or something because of something that happened. It's just insane how it happens. I mean, but just like I was talking about that Enan Harsh guy, but I'm going to tell you about him. But this is huge. I'm surprised she's not doing it live right now. All right, let's listen to it again, and I'm going to leave it up so we can hear it. I'm going to put it back a little bit. Let's just start it from the beginning. And I have it turned down just a little bit. That way it's not like blasting in your ears. But if you need me to, I can turn it up. It just sounds like it's more muffled the more I turn it up.
How did you take it out of? Like, I told her,
Two girls having a good time talking about, you know, asking about their bartender and just being girls on their way to the grub truck.
Hold on 1 second. All right. I don't know. That's so weird. Okay, awesome. The volume was perfect. Okay, good. I just don't want Bullhorn Betty on front. Oh my, yeah. No, so JLR is in Idaho right now. His ass is in Idaho, standing out in front of breweries talking about Ethan was here 3 or 4 days before he passed away. And I think he said the brewery name, and I can't believe I don't remember it, but I think he might have like trying to get a sponsorship or something with this brewery. I can't even say a brewery because he said their name like 14 times. And I'm just like, oh. This is indeed huge. Mystic said, "Oh, sorry. These murders might be a hit. They involving several people. Yeah, this is really weird. I just don't know. I'm still thinking. I still want to think one person, but this is some weird stuff. If you go to the extended musical gamer said, if you go to the extended body cam video and go to 2914 and 2915, you see the weird light anomalies near the property. Slow it down. Is it the one where you can see like the lights going out? I believe that's the one that we watched before. He definitely said they're going to get you for this, Maddie. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think he said too. They're going to get you for this. And then I think he said something after that, but I can't pick it up. I don't even think if I maybe if I turn the volume down more. Yeah, he said, I'm allowed to be here because I'm media. I'm a journalist. Well, so am I. I'm the Pope. I'm like, it was just so crazy. Again, why is it taking a month to come out? Well, I guess they had this video for a while, but her dad never mentioned. Like, that doesn't sound like two friends just having a conversation. Like Steve Gonzalez said, you know, it sounds like two girls having a conversation on their way home from, you know, a bar. Well, to me, that's not what it sounded like. And then last night on the live, I said, maybe that had to do, like before this guy's voice came out, you know, before any of that came out, I said, what if it had to do with what happened at the bar with Joe? With, you know, I believe it was Maddie ran into Joe on accident or whatever. She was, you know, kind of tipsy and he said, ew. So what I was thinking is maybe that had something to do with, you know, what they said to the bartender. Cause she said, you know, I told him everything. And I was like, well, maybe that has something to do with it. Cause that's the only thing that we know of 100% that happened at the bar that night. We don't know of any mishaps or anything else that happened. But it's possible. It's possible, you know, that maybe one of the girls spilled a drink on somebody. It's possible. I mean, people will do stuff for stupid stuff. I don't think that they're going to go murder 4 people for that, but I don't know what they would have been telling somebody at the bar. Unless somebody was at the bar that was creeping them out to the point where they needed to tell maybe Adam is a bouncer. No, it's a weird, like, I don't know if I have that. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it'll let you share a link in the chat. That's the only thing. Is it under, let me know. I can always go under, like a Reddit too. It's clear as day. They're going to get you for this. Drug related. Did she rat on the wrong person? See, I don't know, but that's a really weird thing to say. Like, they're going to get you for this. What could you possibly, what could you do that's like, you know, you're 21 years old. Even if it had to, I don't think it has to do with the mishap at the bar now. Like, I don't think it has to do with that mishap anyway. Because at first I thought it had to do with, you know, maybe her running into Joe. And then, you know, maybe they had told someone that worked there just because like he had said like something like ew or something like, you know, derogatory towards her. But this is something completely different. She told Adam something big, really big. Yeah, I wonder what she told him. What about the white Hyundai in Eugene registered to the landlord? He's the mommy's boyfriend, lives in Eugene, close to his stabbings in Salem. Yeah, I heard about that. Or I saw that. Is that the car that was in the car accident? Because I keep seeing that car and it's been wrecked, but there's nobody around it. And I'm like, why is there just a car that's wrecked on the side of the road? Nobody's there, you know, taking care of that. But I haven't been on, you know, YouTube for like 4 days, except for last night when I got on. I really have, like, I just been getting on now with you guys. Because you know me, I'm always usually on the YouTube, but I took a couple of days off. Very, very weird that I do that too. Let's see. Who knows that they're actually involved in drugs, prostitution? They piss someone off. Seems like a professional. It's something like, it's something that we're missing something here. You know, I feel like, and I mean, we're not the only ones. The police are missing it too, because these were, okay, if you don't count Ethan, I don't even know if he, like, because it, like, I don't know if the people knew Ethan was going to be there, if he was one of the targets. I personally didn't think Ethan was the target, but a lot of people are beginning to think that it was Ethan and that it wasn't the girls in the house. I believe it was either Kaylee or Maddie were the target. I think that when her dad said he chose to go upstairs, I think that he chose to go upstairs because of that reason. But I don't know, you know. Yeah, and oh yeah, allegedly they did say too. What was it? They took off 25% of the workforce for the case, and now they're bringing back in more FBI agents, I guess. Yeah, they took some of them off, and then I don't even know. I just X'd out of. And then they went ahead, and now they're bringing in more. Okay, so this is what I was going to tell you guys, because this is what I thought was kind of weird, and I can't remember the creator that thought that this was relevant. Maybe you guys would know. So in the video where they're at the food grub truck, and we were talking about Enan Harsh before we got to CDT's video, and that was some good stuff. And I still have that up too if we need to watch it again. But when somebody said in the grub truck video that somebody appeared to look like Enan Harsh. And so I went through the video and found the guy, and I'm going to like let you guys see it. And I can't remember the creator that put the video together. Like, I don't have that video that's like spliced together, to show you guys that video and give that creator credit. So if you guys know who the creator was, let me know, because I cannot seriously remember to save my life. Allegedly said, what that sounds like to me is FBI silent takeover. Yeah, modus or operandi could match other unknown to the public cases. Yeah, that's right. Enid Harsh looks like a Batman villain, like if the Riddler was a hippie. That's so funny. I'm going to grab some Tylenol really quick, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put you on mute. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. You would think with me getting Botox done every few months, I wouldn't have migraines, but they're not really migraines. I just get like these little tension headaches. Oh, was it Crime Stories Obsessed? I think that you're right, Sugar and Spice. I think that you are right. Okay. So I'm going to go over here. And then so I think you're right. And she comes in the group. And I want to, yes, it was. Okay. I want to make sure, because I want to make sure I give the creator the due diligence. But I'm going to show you, because my picture doesn't even look good of him. So that's why I was like hoping that one of you guys would remember. Yeah, yep, you guys are right. It's crime. Yep, that's who it is. Because I was going to show you the whole thing, like, see, like this picture is terrible of him. Like we can't even hardly see him very well, but I was going to try. But that was the picture I could come up with. But we're going to go to her page, and let me see. Isabel, they should all be working together, but I feel like half the time that they don't work together, but they should be. So the link I just put in there, that's for Crime Stories Obsessed. And then I'm going to put the link for the panel too in here. So if anyone wants to come up, I think that should. Did I get it all? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go over to this channel, her channel here. Yep, there it is. And then I'm going to explain to you guys really quick. Okay. So if you are just now joining us, I'm going to kind of explain to you what's going on. We are talking about the Idaho Four Massacre. And as of right now, we are discussing Enid Harsh, the gentleman that came forward, and he decided that he wanted to come forward and give his 2 cents. And he said that he had heard a scream. Well, I don't think that he really heard a scream. So another creator, though, had seen what looked like him in the food grub truck video. So we're just going back over that as of right now. And I'm going to let Allegedly go ahead and come up on stream as well. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I wanted to throw out a reminder to like and subscribe. They're both 100% free ways to help out the channel. And I think you're doing a great job at Titanium.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'm actually working. I just wanted to hop up and give a verbal reminder because sometimes people are listening but not watching.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Definitely. And sometime I'll come up and we'll for a discussion on a case sooner or later.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just tell me, drop the link anytime. Just remind me and I will.
Awesome. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. You heard me. You heard him. Hit that like button. You guys are all awesome. I know I always forget sometimes you guys are listening instead of actually in the chat, because a lot of times I'm listening instead of being in the chat. So if I don't see if I'm in like another if I see you guys like in another creator's chat, I'll try to say something to you, but if not, I'm usually always still watching. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and watch Crime Stories. Obsessed with this one because she's got it way better than I do. We would have been here all day looking at mine. Oh, thank you, Mystic Werewolf. That's so nice. Oh, Annette, thank you. Yeah, I always just get these like real like crappy ones. And you know what? It's actually feeling better now that I took a couple of those Motrin, like the orange ones. I usually take Advil, but the doctor told me to get Motrin. I'm like, okay then. And I just got the Botox done. That's the craziest thing. I just got it done like last month. And he asked me, he said, do you want to come back in 6 months or 3? And I said, let's do 3. I'm glad I did 3. Oh, the FBI is rotating some agents so the first agents can get some rest. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, here, we'll watch this here real quick.
2 chicken burritos with extra meat.
And before I forgot to tell you, okay, so the guy is going to be this gentleman, Enan Harsh, the guy that we are seeing in the video. I don't know. She probably puts words in with her videos. I don't know. But if you guys are just listening and you're not watching, if you guys decide to look over and watch, he's going to be the gentleman that's in like, I don't even know what this is going to be called. You know, it reminds me of a Snuggie, but it's not a Snuggie. You know, it's like an outdoor, you can wear it outside kind of Snuggie, but whatever those things are with the hood, and you can just like put your arms in like a poncho. A poncho. Sorry, Snuggie. That's cute.
$19 for you.
I know I have a $6 waiting for me. I would like to eat it.
Okay, awesome.
So,
Let's see rewards.
yeah.
Fuck, I just hit your jacket. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
$13. Hell yeah.
Worth it.
If you could help me with some information, guys. I've not really paid much attention to this neighbor, this harsh guy. I've seen like one photo of him. So this is a video, again, of the grub truck, but it might be slightly different to the one you've seen, as in, I think it's a little bit prior to them arriving. So they're only just arriving at this point. And I was under the impression, if this is the guy with the robes on, it is the harsh guy, the neighbor that said he was working all night. If he was working all night, then surely he couldn't be at the grub truck. So I'd be interested to know if this is him, and B, what time did he finish? Let me know in the comment section.
I think it looks like him. No, I mean, I don't know. Like, the face looks a little skinnier on that guy. But then again, Joe, the big guy that we, we went over his TikToks and things like that on a prior live, he looks way different, I think, in this food truck video compared to when I've seen him in his TikToks. So I wouldn't be a very good eyewitness, I would say. But I mean, if we're having one eye, like I can see extremely well and I can find like little itty bitty things. But when it comes to like an actual like person, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'd be like, oh, that's him. But I think it looks like him too. Black Hair Chick says the same thing. She thinks it looks like him. I think it looks like him too. The only difference I really see, if there is a difference, is maybe that guy looks a little smaller in the face, but I don't even know. Looks similar, but glasses are different. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. I want to see the glasses again. He could have a couple pairs of glasses. He could have like work glasses, or are you sure they're different? Okay, let's watch it again. don't know why I'm doing this with my left hand, making that way worse than it should be, way harder than it should be, guys. Sorry.
Burritos with extra.
And I have one other thing too. Did anyone ever I haven't figured this out yet, and I need to figure it out. But has anyone figured out why the girl in the Idaho shirt right here, why she hugged Kaylee? Because she hugs her in part of the video. And then they talk for like a minute, probably like maybe minute or 2 minutes. And then she kind of just walks away from her. You don't think it's him, Mr. Gorwolf? All right, let's look at it again. The nose and the face structure is slightly different. Okay. That's what I'm seeing too. I thought the face looked a little skinnier or something.
$19 for you.
I know I have a $6 waiting for me. I would like to use
Okay,
it.
awesome.
So,
Let's see rewards. Oh, fuck, I just hit your jacket. Sorry, man.
yeah.
$13. Hell yeah.
If you could help me with some information, guys. I've not really paid much attention to this neighbor, this harsh guy. I've seen like one photo of him. So this is a video again of the grub truck, but it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The glasses are different. Yeah, the Idaho sweater is likely a campus sweater. Yeah, she might know. Yeah, she definitely knew her because she went up to her and they hugged. And then I don't know if I have the full video because I was going to play it for you guys. It's not like, well, it is like the full video, but let me see if I can find it where she hugs her. I can't really remember. But I can share this with you. Oh, it was actually right there. I was like right on it. Okay.
Done. 1 5 cheese, 1 basil pesto, 2 pork tacos.
So you'll see it in just a minute.
$24.50 for you. Thank you. 2 Don's Moms.
That's the first time I noticed that she actually walked straight up to her. Like I knew that she had hugged her, but I didn't notice like she comes straight from around the corner, like right straight to her. Has anyone else noticed this before? Because I noticed it a long time ago and I kept forgetting to ask you guys and tell you guys about it. I'm horrible at that.
79. Thank you.
I'm going to do this. Hold on.
And then here in a minute, she'll just walk away. Like, I don't even think she says bye.
If we decide, since we live
Oh, people have fallen. People have fallen over reviews for you. Sorry, I'm talking to Twitch stream. Oh, you're so good. Absolutely. Thank you. How are you doing?
Pretty good about yourself.
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Can I get a big burrito?
Yeah.
See, she puts her head down and then that girl just walks away. I just want to know who she is. I don't think like that's a big deal. I just want to know who she is. Like, because everyone's like talked about, the guy with the hoodie. They talked about Joe. They even talked about Tank Bro guy. They talked about guy right here, with the jersey on. We've talked about everybody in this video, I would say, except for maybe these two right here. The girl with the white jacket and the guy with the sweater and the backwards hat. I think those are the only two people we haven't discussed in some sort of fashion. So I was just wondering who that girl might have been. Maybe they're sorority sisters, but it's just crazy how she comes straight from around that car and she like beelined it right to her. I'm just going to watch it with you guys one more time.
So one would be fine if I was getting pasta or
Yeah, that's going to be
I better
almost 2 pounds of
I
food.
better get 2.
Okay, you got it.
I got
2 pork tacos? Done. 1 5 cheese, 1 basil pesto, 2 pork tacos, $24.50 for you.
Thank you.
2 Don's Moms. he's doing well. Send me down. Thank you.
I'm gonna do this. Hold on.
Maybe they were like at the bar like before, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to do the grub truck," and maybe that's what it was. And then that girl just happened to come around the corner, and she just saw, you know, Kaylee there, like, "Oh, hey."
If we decide, since we live.
Oh, people have fallen. People have fallen over you. Sorry, I'm talking to Twitch stream. Oh, you're so good. Absolutely. Thank you. How are you doing?
Pretty good about yourself.
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Can I get a big burrito?
Yeah. For the big burrito, would you like pork or chicken? Chicken. Got it.
Plot twist, she's a time traveler and she's hugging her one last time. That could be it. It would be nice to be able to time travel, though. I guess for the good reasons. I'm just wondering who she was. I'm just curious now. Because when she like walked away really like quick too, like I'm not saying she had anything to do with anything that happened to these people, you know, these I keep wanting to call them kids, young adults, but I feel like they're still kids, you know, when you're that age. But like it was like she put her head down and then it was like bye-bye. She just like walked away from her, and I just thought that was really curious. Things like that make me go, huh. But I guess they probably shouldn't. I guess I should think back of my last encounter out. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. It's probably going to be the guy with the bro tank and shorts. Yeah. I know that guy. He's like, I'm just trying to work out, man. He's like, I'm just been trying to work out. And that's what like Joe even says, that they were like making fun of that guy because like, you know, he was out in that kind of outfit in that weather, which man, he had to been cold. But in Ohio, people dress like that all the time. If it's 40 degrees, you're wearing shorts. Best believe if the sun's out and it's hitting you in the right direction, you can wear shorts outside in Ohio. He does kind of look like Cinema Shogun. Yeah, Joe. I think that's who you're talking about. He does kind of look like him. I don't even know what else I had up here to show you guys. And then this is that other video, which we watched last night. And I don't know if you guys have all seen this one. Princess Megan Elsa. I just love that name. We'll have a lot of bro tank dude all about the attention. Yeah. And the thing is, I think he was kind of getting it. I'm 21. I'm a uni student. People do weird stuff in university. Yeah, they do. They really do. People do weird stuff just in general. In Ohio, we do anyway. Literally, like, speak for yourself. I don't even wear shorts in Ohio when it's 75. That's funny. But you know you have those guys, Sugar and Spice. You know you have them gentlemen that are wearing the shorts and they are wearing those flip-flops. They do not care. That's how he is just rolling. Adam, the food truck guy. I don't know what you're talking about. We were talking about, Adam here. This is the one that they talk about Adam with him being at the bar. But we were just discussing Enan and Eamon. Is that his name? Enan Harsh. We were talking about him and seeing if he was the same guy in the food truck video. Yeah, Jack, there's a lot of different Jacks. There's like, how many Jacks are there? I think there's 3. So there's not that many, but there's enough. Someone on their live was looking up like popular baby names for that year. And they were trying to think of a movie that came out in like the early 2000s that had like Jack as the name because like of all these kids being named Jack. And I didn't watch the live, I watched the replay, but I was like screaming at my iPad. I was like, what about Titanic? Because I was like, 1990 something. That could explain all the Jack names. My grandkids wear hoodies year-round to school, and it's hot in August when they start school. Yeah, like hoodies and shorts, people wear that all the time here. Oh, Jack D's roommate is named Adam. Man, it's a small little town. But it really isn't. I mean, it is small. They have, I think, 26,000. I'm pretty sure my hometown had 26,000. I know the Titanic movie the best. If you want to have a good cry, just watch that movie. It was on the TV the other night. I'm going to actually look at my population of where I grew up. 22,000. Wow. Let's look back in. I lived there, I don't know. I graduated 04. So let's say 2015, I moved. 21,000 people. So in Moscow, there's 25,000. So yeah, it's a small town. People will know everybody. So your local bartender is going to be the same person that you probably go and have a beer with after the bar's closed, or if he's not working that day. Do you know what I mean? Like those people all know each other. Yeah, your village has only 1,300, but it's good for gossip because you know everyone. I was in a town that had, I think, like 2,600 or something, and oh my gosh, it was so crazy. You recorded the Titanic? My parents had that on VHS back in the day, man. I went and actually saw that movie in theaters. The theater was completely full except for 3 seats were left, and it was my friend Sharma, her girlfriend Rachel, and then myself. And I was the youngest, and Sharma made sure I didn't have to sit by myself. She sat with me, and it made me feel good. I remember that. I remember, like you're little, you don't want to be by yourself. So Jack Sparrow. Actually, did you guys see my community post? Let me see here. I think it on YouTube. See if I can share it. Because I meant to share it with you guys, and I forgot. Oopsie. Okay. I'm going to put this in the, I'm going to paste this in here, and then I'm going to read you. What is that? Actually, let me just, where was it? Okay. And then this was my community post today, just a little bit ago. So if you guys could all go to that page and subscribe to this channel, it would mean the world. It says, hey, would you please subscribe to this channel? And it gives you the channel name. And it's Crake in the Box. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'm not sure. Or Crack in the Box. And like his videos, I was sent this email. I don't know if you've seen this story, but there is an 8-year-old boy that has a YouTube channel called Crate in the Box. He has had 2 heart transplants, but is now on palliative care and isn't expected to make it much longer. He loves YouTube content creation and is a huge Captain Jack Sparrow fan. He had a goal to make it to 100,000 subscribers so he could get the silver play button from YouTube. He achieved his goal last week, and Johnny Depp, as Captain Jack, FaceTimed him. Corey now has a goal to reach 200,000 subscribers, and he currently has 197,000, which he actually is over 200, I believe, thousand now. Can you ask your followers to please subscribe to his channel and like his videos? Earlier this week, YouTube took Corey's channel down due to an age violation, but many of the LawTube community contacted their partner reps, and head of YouTube has gotten involved to reinstate the channel and make sure his silver play button gets to him before he dies. If you could help him get over 200 plus, that would be awesome. Let's do it. And I think actually he has more than that now. He actually, so this is the saddest part of it all. He decided to not try anymore. This boy decided that he had his chance to have a heart transplant twice, that he wants to give the next try to some other little boy or little girl because he doesn't know if it's going to work. So I just think that's like, oh man, gets me going, guys, gets me going. I forgot. Oh, I wanted to show you that. I was going to show you his little thing. But yeah, this is his little channel. And Johnny Depp, like even like he has like a little video right here. This is how I saw it. And I saw this like 8 days ago, but I didn't look at it. I didn't look at the video. I didn't think. And I know, isn't that crazy? He has 211,000. I hope he gets 1 million. I really do. I hope he gets that 1 million. I hope he gets that gold play button. So he's on waiting list so he's not on the waiting list. He was already, I guess, given the option to have another heart transplant. But I heard from another channel that he decided not to go ahead and do it. He's going to let another little boy or another little girl have their chance because the last 2 times that he's had it twice, it hasn't taken, which I don't even understand how that would even work. Because it's your heart. You need, you know what I mean? It's not like a lung where you can just be like, okay, you have 1 lung for a minute. You know, we got to work with it. I don't know how that, I mean, it's insane. That's the beauty of being a child. You know what I mean? A child, they're so sweet, so innocent. That's like the sweetest thing. And Christmas time, I really hope he gets that gold play button. I'm going to grab a drink out of my fridge. I hope he does, though. I think that, and I think he will. Maybe it was Harsh Reality that I saw talking about him also. Maybe it was him. Maybe that's who I saw that was talking about him. Because I saw somebody oh yeah, and then also I don't know if you guys have heard of the shoot, I'm trying to think of what they're called, the Wagner and Roden trial that was going on. But they actually sentenced George Wagner. I was going to stream it for you guys. I'm still debating on whether to do it. I'm trying to think of a way to do it where I can get the volume a little higher because it's so many charges and they sentence him to life. I mean, he's in there for a long time. But I wanted to stream that for you guys, but the audio on it is so low. I'm trying to think of how to do it. That little boy just, oh man, just seeing his little picture just makes me want to cry. I think that's all I really had to show you guys. Oh, I did want to show you this. I wanted to watch this little, like, I didn't watch this yet. This Brian Eaton, or whatever his name is, he did a video on the possible escape routes of the killer. So I was going to show you guys that. I wanted to see what way he went. Oh, Leslie's crying. I know, I was too. I can't handle stuff like that. It makes me so sad. Right here. Sorry, guys.
Well, they might have slipped through the sliding glass door or that kitchen window, but what if that assumption is just backwards? What if the killer actually approached the house from the backyard? That is effectively a hill and a wooded area that would provide a heck of a lot of cover even in the broad daylight. And if the killer that escaped the same way out, well, they could have easily slipped through those trees and climbed their way back up onto a street called Walenta Drive, where a getaway car could easily have been waiting. So I asked Brian Ensign to test out the theory, and he's back with me now live. A lot of times it's been hard for people to get that view because, you know, this is a crime scene tape. You can't just wander around, but you have had a chance to get a really good look at this, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's hard to get back there. There's an apartment complex. Honestly, the apartment manager has been,
you know, not in the best of moods with everybody around, but we kind of became friendly with her, and we've been able to go back there. And it's not as wooded as you think. I mean, you've seen the aerial pictures, and it's not as steep as you would think. We were able to get back there and see if you could actually get up to that other neighborhood and road. And we're going to show you that in a couple of minutes, Ashley.
Okay, good. Don't go anywhere. I have to fit in this quick break, Brian. But when we come back, we're going to show you Brian's attempt to make it up from the back of the house, up the hill, through the trees to where a car could possibly have been waiting. Could that have been the hidden route for the killer to get away without a trace? Brian's going to put the theory to a test and show you just how easy it actually was to make that clean getaway. That's next. We're used to seeing Brian Enton at the front of the house on King Road, updating us on the investigation. But today, Brian, you spent some time actually behind the house, testing the theory that the killer might have actually approached the crime scene and escaped from the back, maybe even hopping into a getaway car that he conveniently maybe parked on the street behind all those trees. So take me there.
Yeah, Ashley, there are ways to get away from the back of the house, which we learned today. Take a look. We went up earlier today in the daylight so you could get a better view. Okay, so we are at the back of the house where the murders happened. This is the house right here. You can see the police line is still up. I've shown you this parking lot before. There's this big parking lot right behind because there's an apartment building right over there. But we wanted to show you what's even further back behind the house. So follow me. You walk to the back of the parking lot over here, to the very back corner. And there's this trail right here. And you can tell that other people have walked on it before because the snow is packed down and there's footprints. So possibly students walking up to the neighborhood up above. Come around the trail here. It sort of loops around right by the backyard. Through the trees right here. To this fence line. And basically the little trail continues to loop around. I don't want to go in the backyard of the people who live back here, but we'll show you what's on the other side. Okay, so we're up on the road back behind the house. This house behind me, that path that I showed you, that path connects to the backyard of this house. And there's really a whole other neighborhood up here. We're going to show you. I'm going to get in the car and drive you up. And just show you what's up here, because it's interesting. You know, you've got the neighborhood down below where the apartments are, the college students. But up here, if you came up that path, you could have parked up here somewhere. Pan this way and show you. When you come around this corner, there's an intersection here. That's a dead-end street that way. This way is not a dead-end street. This is Ridge Road. So Walenta Drive we were on, this is Ridge Road. You see there's a whole other neighborhood up here. A ton of houses. And that area down below connects to this whole area up here. So you saw, Ashley, go up that path. It connects to that other yard that I showed you. And then you've got a whole nother area up there. A lot of places you could park and a lot of ways to get out.
What do you guys think about that? What do you think about him saying that's the possible escape? I don't know if any of you guys grew up in a I grew up in a neighborhood like that where it's, you know, house by house. You get like a quarter acre, half an acre lot. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Oh, you got to jet off now. Oh, have a good day, Sarah. Oh, happy holidays. If I don't see you before then, hopefully we see you before the holidays. So yeah, okay. So Isabel said I took a walk around the area using Google Maps. Street view, it would be easy to get out of there without being seen. I just feel like they wouldn't probably park up by those homes because like, I mean, that's like kind of like parking in the driveway to me. People are going to notice that there's a car that doesn't belong out in front of their house. I feel like somebody would have came forward. I feel like by now they would have been like, yeah, there was that car on the 13th that was parked in front of my home. Like, I don't know. I would notice that if there was a car parked in front of my house. But that's just me. I don't know. Let me see it. What else did I have? They're still looking for that white Elantra, which I'm not sure what that's going to have to play. I I don't think that it's the getaway driver or, well, I didn't think that, but now that they're not coming forward, I don't know. You don't think the person came by car, Isabel? I really don't think so either. I think they came by foot. And I still think they came in the front door. I think it would be so easy just to go along the tree line, right behind Brian here, and go along the tree line and go towards the front door, and you have the cover of all those cars. You know, all 4 or 5 of those vehicles that are parked right there, they're covering you from people being able to really see you. I cannot wait for this case to be solved. And I just pray so badly that whoever does it, well, first off, I hope that whoever does it doesn't do anything stupid, like, you know, hurts themselves, because then we'll never have any answers. But I also hope that they come out and they tell us exactly what they did. Yeah, I think that they live locally too, and they knew the area. Yep, the area well. There was like, I must have, I think I accidentally, there was a video I want to show you and I can't find it now. I think I accidentally deleted it. Here it is.
News Nation getting more reports about.
I wanted to see what this guy said. So it's an inmate. If I can find it. It's an inmate on death row speculates that the Idaho killer was inside the house. I just wanted to see what it was about. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet or not, but I haven't seen this. So I figure we could watch it really quick. I'm wondering why the Elantra hasn't come forward too, Nelly. That's the only thing. It's so weird to me, is that why haven't they come forward? If there's nothing, you know what I mean? Unless they're terrified. But I mean, they all said it's fine, just come forward. Yeah, or Uber Eats, yeah, like it could have been an Uber or something like that in the area, but you would think they would come forward, whoever it was. Okay, so Mystic Werewolf said there, well, there is only one way in and out in that area. There is a camera from the house near the murders facing the road from the area entrance, and it would have caught a car between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. That's true. I want to know how long he kind of stayed in the house for. Maybe this guy or gal will clear it up.
The murders of 4 Idaho college students. A former medical examiner believes the toxicology reports in this case could help solve this murder. This coming after the coroner assigned to the case called the tests irrelevant to the horrific killings. A police officer's body cam also picked up a loud sound that could have been a scream around the time of the murders. Also, a convicted killer on death row believes the killer was waiting inside of the house before the savage stabbing spree. We want to bring in now former FBI agent Tracy Walder for her insight into these reports. Tracy, thank you so much for being back.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
And first, what do you make of the San Quentin death row inmate giving an interview saying that he believes the killer was already waiting inside of the house? Does this theory have any merit?
I don't want to say that it doesn't necessarily, because the reality is we still have no answers and we still have no suspects. And so what I do think is interesting, and what I do think lends a lot of credibility and interest to this perspective, is the fact that he is a criminal and he is inside the mind of a criminal. A lot of times, we rely on profilers and things of that nature who are not necessarily, of deviant mind and involved in these kinds of activities. And so I do think that his theory has merit, but obviously I certainly cannot say if it's fully credible or not. Now, I do think it could possibly explain how the person perhaps knew the house so well if they hadn't been to the house before. But then I think it really, in a weird way, casts a wider net in terms of suspects, and that perhaps this isn't someone who's in either an immediate or sort of periphery friend circle of the individuals. And I think that in and of itself is scary. The only reason I'm a little hesitant to fully embraced his theory is that the police, the one consistent thing they have done is they've been pretty consistent in discussing the fact that this is a targeted killing, which tells me it's probably less likely that that person that was unknown to them was laying in wait.
I appreciate that. And I know that you're also tracking this issue. There was CCTV footage, but it was lost after a week. What happened there? Why wasn't it reviewed in time?
You know, I've tried to be very pro law enforcement in this case, and I am very much pro law enforcement. I do think that they are doing a good job. But one of the things that I did read that was slightly frustrating to me is that there was CCTV. As we know, there's a clerk at one of the convenience stores who came forward and said they had perhaps the Hyundai on CCTV. However, that CCTV was recorded over after a week, and that the footage was asked for about 3 to 4 weeks later. I'm very surprised because what I think law enforcement probably would have and should have done at that case was asked for footage of really anything along the transportation route of where those houses are. And then they can go back and sort of go through it. But they should have asked that all of it be preserved initially, even if they didn't have time to go through all of it.
And we understand that law enforcement is completely overwhelmed by the sheer volume of evidence and footage and photos that they are going through. Does this perhaps indicate, though, that some things may be falling through the cracks?
You know, no one's perfect. No entity is perfect. No human is perfect. And I do think this may have been a situation where something did slip through the cracks. Typically, you know, what we would do is immediately ask for it. And even if you are overwhelmed, which is completely understandable in this case, then you at least save it from being erased or recorded over so that you can come back to it when you are able to look through it. So yes, something like this very well may have slipped through the cracks, but I'm just speculating at this point.
And right now there's dispute over how relevant the toxicology reports are in this case. What do you make of that?
Yes, I thought that was really interesting too. And I'm surprised that there's a dispute about it because in my opinion,
yeah, Nellie, they lost some CCTV footage because they didn't get it right away. They needed to get it within a week, and they were there in 9 days. And I think it was actually a place that the girls visited before. It was like a vape store. And then there was something else I wanted to say on here too, but I can't remember what she was saying. That's okay. I'll figure it out.
Opinion, we don't have a suspect.
Oh, that's what it was. So do you think that the killer was inside the house already waiting for them to come home that night? Or do you guys think that he came in after they came home sometime? Like maybe after they went to sleep? Maybe not knowing that they were asleep, but, you know, coming in sometime after they were asleep. I forget how to do a poll on here. There's a way to do it. I remembered and then I forgot. Yeah, I forget how to do it. You think it's possible he got in when they were all out? There was a spare bedroom, at least one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe like if he was in there before, maybe he hid in that second floor bedroom. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Mystic Grove. If this was a hit, it's possible the killer hid in the house waiting for the moment. Lucky Girl Bree said, did you guys see the latest on the Hyundai they found in Eugene, Oregon? Comes back registered to the previous residence of 112 King by the name of Brian Numby. Oh, I didn't know his name. We were just actually talking about that, though. That's crazy. If I owned cameras and this had happened, I would have let the night in question be scrubbed, period. Yeah. I would, yeah, exactly. You would think that, I think, because I'm pretty sure the officers did say at one point, like, hey guys, if you have video, just like let us have it. But I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Brian Charles Numby. Okay. Because I know that, is that the one that was wrecked? The car that was wrecked? That's so crazy that was just like sitting there wrecked. I wonder how that happened. Yes, hard to say because the slider would be hard to open. Well, even like I think it showed it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. Okay, so if you look at the house right here, like you can go in between these lights. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're in the light, yeah, someone would see you. But if you're not in the light and like all these cars too, no one would see you. Go ahead and fast forward it back and then we'll watch the rest of it real quick. I'm trying to see where we were. Oh, I think we were back this way. Okay.
Through the cracks, typically, you know, what we would do is immediately ask for it. And even if you are overwhelmed, which is completely understandable in this case, then you at least save it from being erased or recorded over so that you can come back to it when you are able to look through it. So yes, something like this very well may have slipped through the cracks, but I'm just speculating at this point.
And right now there's dispute over how relevant the toxicology reports are in this case. What do you make of that?
Yes, I thought that was really interesting too, and I'm surprised that there's a dispute about it because, in my opinion, we don't have a suspect, right, in terms of what we know, and so I'm very surprised that they are perhaps deemed by some to be irrelevant because they really might go towards helping towards a motive, helping towards the state of mind of the victims. If the victims were incredibly intoxicated when this was happening, it might really go to show and completely rule out the other roommates and that maybe screams weren't happening, people weren't fighting back. So I do think they are relevant, although I'm not sure that they're relevant at finding us a suspect.
And what about the high?
Also, I just thought of this. I don't know what made me think of it, but when you drink alcohol, it's a blood thinner, so you're going to bleed more. So maybe that's why you can also see the blood out on the outside of the house so much because of them maybe having something to drink that night. Maybe Xana or Ethan brought him home innocently for more drinks or something. I'm sorry, maybe unpopular to say, but not one part of the survivor story makes sense to me. No, they could have. They could have invited them over, not knowing, not realizing. I think it's going to surprise us who it is.
A pitch sound that police body cams picked up. Do you think that those could have been screams? Can anything be made of the timing there? And does that warrant further investigation?
You know, I think anything that's going around in that vicinity that's on any of those cameras that we're hearing or seeing will be relevant that happened at that time. It has to be. You can't rule it out immediately because of what we know happened. I am on the fence in terms of what I think these may be. I do think they very well could be tires kind of speeding away. And if they are, that's interesting as well. If someone is kind of peeling out of an area where they're just involved in something that they shouldn't have been. And so even if they are the victim screams as well, then that kind of narrows you in closer to the time of death.
Former CIA officer and FBI Special Agent Tracy Walder, thank you as always.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Okay. So, okay, I figured I wanted to watch that. I figured it'd be a little more interesting. I thought the guy was going to say more than that. That he was just in the house, but you know, I don't know if he could have been though. He definitely could have been in the house. I'm thinking I'm still stuck with the front door. You know me. If you guys have watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I am stuck on that front door. There's actually another creator that came forward the other day. And they actually was talking about the front door too. And I was like, what? Somebody else? But I can't remember who it was. Melissa said she totally agrees with, I agree with, we will be surprised. Yeah, I think we will too. I think that they're local. I think that they are known. I think they're known to the group too. Isabel, I don't know if they're like friends or, you know, just acquaintances by living in the same area. But I don't think that he goes to the school there personally. I think I don't even know if he goes to a school in the area at all. And if he did go to a school, he probably goes to like online schooling. I don't think that he has the I don't think he has like the where I don't think that he would be in a crowd of people if he didn't need to be. Very introverted, I feel like. That's all I would think. I don't know. And I still think that he's around 27 to like 32. A little bit older than I think some other people think. Let's see. I was going to see if there's anything that I haven't seen yet. So there's no update on their website. And I am going to do, like I said, a timeline video on the Madeline. I can't say her. I know I'm going to pronounce her last name wrong, but the Kokenjinari. I'm going to have to pronounce. I'm going to get that pronunciation down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like really butchering that little girl's name. But Madalena is her first name, and I was going to do a timeline on her, and then we'll do our lives and stuff. It's been a while since I've done a timeline video. Okay, thanks, Nellie. She's gonna email me some pictures. Something went down either that night or a few days prior. I think that could be it too. Yeah. You think so too on the age? Yeah. Oh, awesome. See, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one then. So, okay. Wow, that is true. I thought I was dreaming that, guys. So they are, okay, so I was just on Twitter, and a judge is set to decide this week if Scott Peterson will get a new trial. Wow, guys. How old am I? It feels like he just went to prison. I was trying to look something up for this case, and that just like took me by storm. Wow. Well, I guess we're going to have to do a little Scott Peterson documentary. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm going to get in. I don't even know. Let's see. I don't see anything as of right now, so. That's crazy, though. I hope he does. Actually, you know what? Give his ass a new trial and sentence him again. What? Wait, hold on. I wonder if... Yeah, I went to school for this, but this is something I don't know. If you get a new trial, like, does your time start over? Like, you know how, like, normally when you go to court, like, if you've been in jail for 2 years, they'll put that 2 years towards your time served. But I'm wondering if you get a new trial, if it's like a clean slate for you and then you get found guilty again, if it's like a whole new life sentence, like, you know what I mean? The last 20 years he's been in there, which I don't think it's not been that long, 15 years he's been in there, wouldn't count. Oh, check out Mystery Maven. I will. I'm gonna write that down too. Sometimes I forget to write stuff down and then I forget about it. But yeah. I love me some new creators. So I am going to jump off of here and I'm going to start doing some deep dives. Wow, we're going to have to do one into Scott Peterson now. So that'll take me for until next week, until he goes to court. Cox family said, lucky girl Brie. Oh, where did you find that out? Oh, man, you guys know your stuff. You guys know your stuff. I love our channel. Like, if I don't know it, you guys will know it. And you all know me. You know I'm normally always watching some, YouTube. Good morning, TF, or good afternoon now. I can hear the dogs. They're starting to get a little restless. I took them out this morning, but I guess it's been a little while. It's all over TikTok. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I just got the email. I did. It came through my watch. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, morning. Yeah, morning for you. Oh, yeah, it's like, what, 8 o'clock? No, 9 o'clock? Oh, man, I miss being in California, out in the West with the time change. Well, you're going to have to catch me on replay, TF. I'm going to jump off here. We've been at it for an hour and 34 minutes. And the first, 20? I think we just kind of hung around and just talked to each other. So. Oh, yeah, no, I'll look at those pictures for sure. And I'm going to be back on later today. And I'm going to do a pre-recorded. and get us caught up on the Madalena case. That name is so pretty. But I will see you guys in my next live. If you guys could, just please like the video. It really does help send it into the algorithm. It's free to do. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get 3,000 subscribers before New Year's, so I think I could do that. And I will see you guys all in the next live. Bye, guys.